Peet's made a difference in the community by the communities that we've built, communities where people will live for years to come. We've built parks where people get married, where kids go to play and where kids go to school as well.
I had one experience chatting to some purchasers at Tonsley Village where they'd actually created a little group where they go catch a train, the local train, to the footy on the weekend. There's a few people that take their dogs for walks together. There's some families that go walking with their prams, and there is really, it's beautiful to see this come to life. Peet will actually install amenities early so that the community can benefit from the space and see what is to come before they move in.
With Peet being the principal partner of the Perth Scorchers, it's really nice to see what we can bring to our local communities with fan days and cricket workshops. Children and families might not have this opportunity to meet cricket players who, in children's eyes, are heroes to them. It's been really nice to see for the past 8 years how Peet has been able to bring the Perth Scorchers to the communities.
A way that I've seen Peet make such a beautiful difference in the community is our community grants program. So as a marketing person, I work quite closely with the community and they're able to tell us what they need, which I think is really special, whether that might be supporting a local footy club and putting some new goalposts in for them, or starting up a park run, or even on a bigger scale, we recently hosted the Diwali Festival for our guests in Brabham, so that was really amazing.
There isn't a prescription, but there is a way about doing it, and it's called the Peet Community Way. And that builds a lot of consistency in everything that happens, which also means that stakeholders find it very easy to work with Peet.
Look, there's a lot of gratification in seeing things go from planning all the way to a community being built. Seeing people move in, take their dogs out for a walk, enjoying the parks and spaces that have been built. For me, that's what it's all about.
We do community events at our New Haven estate, things like Diwali and other bits and pieces. And that really brings the local community together, gives them a chance to kind of speak to each other, something they might not have been able to do without that engagement that we provide. So I think little things like that help build our communities.
And the reason we do all these things and have all these events and have the sporting teams and the community associations is to make sure that when people come in to a community like we have here at Flagstone, that they feel welcome, they've got places they can go to meet their new neighbours, and it builds community and makes places like Flagstone a really great place to live.
One of the most rewarding parts of the job is when buyers settle their block and being able to share their excitement. They're about to start a journey of their new home, and so it's just wonderful to be able to have a little piece of their excitement.
And it's so fulfilling to meet those first home buyers and see how proud they are. Normally their homes are under construction at the time, so it's quite overwhelming for them, and just to see the excitement and the enthusiasm on their face that they've finally achieved that is really fulfilling. At Peet, we invest heavily in the customer journey and also the community management piece. So we have excellent community development managers who actually work on bringing together the community, whether that's from doing events to also building up the capacity of the residents, resident associations and things like that. So the sense of belonging actually flows through the entire community.
So my role is about engaging with the community, making sure that they're feeling like they belong, that they're connected. We're about bringing the community together. We hold neighbour events to ensure that people know their neighbours. We work with a lot of community groups and they all have different interests. So you've got a run club, and you've got a netball club, and then you've got an arts group, and Flagstone Blokes, so a group of men that sort of take away that isolation, being alone, come together every Thursday morning for a cup of coffee and a chat, and just have that sense of belonging.